Zetterburn Orcane, yeah.
Yeah. And it's on
Did you...
Merchant for Game 1 too. Well,
Did you know that Orcane is named after a real person?
Yeah.
Yep. Their tag's just Orcane.
Isn't that true for like all like the first 4 or 6 characters, something like that?
That's true for like every single character.
Well, yeah, true for every character, but aren't like the first like 4 named
well,
after...
maybe not.
I think it's almost every character, but I heard that the original 4 were named after like Dan's League of Legends teammates or something.
Well, Zetterburn was Dan.
Gotcha.
And then Orcane, I don't know what the situation with Dan is. Raster is one of the developers. Crag is just some dude named Craig. Like, unironically, that's actually what Crag is.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then Forsburn's a hockey player. Not actually named after, like, a Dan friend person, but just hockey player.
That's an insane name for a hockey player.
Well, it's Berg.
Gotcha.
Zetterburn is also Zetterberg, a hockey player. And Dan used that as an online tag for a while.
That's actually some funny origin. Also, Bear Upstrong. This is a Shook's game right now.
Actually down in percent though.
Oh. Huh. I thought Shook had 3.
Orcane took a stock under mysterious circumstances.
I can't read and I thought Shook still had 3 stocks. So.
Can you believe how broken that would be if Zetterburn started every game with 3 stocks, just like the other characters? You need some kind of weakness.
Yeah, seriously.
So,
what is that DI?
So yeah, Forsburn, Maple's Dan's wife, Absa's some dude named Abso, I think. I don't really know. Adelis is George. Ori is a guest character. Rano is Rano. I actually don't know if Clarence is named after anybody. I don't think so. I think Clarence is named after like a story mode character. Like the Panther in the story mode. Like that's like her grandma or some shit.
Wow.
So Clarence isn't named after a real person.
Clarence and Sylvanas feel like, especially Sylvanas can't be like, if he's named after someone.
I don't think Sylvanas is named after anyone though. But Eliana is.
Eliana is, yeah, Eliana.
And then the Workshop 4 weren't named like obviously. And Shook finally taking the lead in this game. Not quite at fire up front percent, but very close.
Oh, try just for the raw.
Zetterburn you can actually hold that if the dash tag is paired. You can hold the up front.
Yeah, that's one of those. It'll work once against this person ever though. I feel like.
Now would have been the time. You get your one time. Go. Orcane. Good discipline. Not going to the puddle, except would have been punished. Oh, just the wrong strong. Shook dropping several confirms, but finally finds a down strong that's misty-eyed.
Oh, that's rough. Alright. So game 1 is gonna be going the Shook here. Was pretty close though, like these are 2 very solid players, again, both been in the running to win for a while now, so at least for BuckMomma. So let's see, Aramada is counter pick. This is a risky one, but it could pay off.
It's a pretty classic Orcane stage, just because of how early the vertical kills are with stuff like Orcane up air up strong.
Yeah, it's just weird because it's kind of true for both characters.
Yeah, just barely out of range of Zetterburn killing with that one. The next one obviously will kill.
Yeah, Shook almost getting the first, but so gonna be easier for him to find something. There we go. That's Galaxy.
At an earlier percent, you'd want to do turnaround up strong, but since Shook ended up doing like a weird turnaround forward strong that game in this scenario, it makes me wonder what their controls are set like with that hard time doing turnaround up strong. I use D-pad walk for turnaround up strong.
Imagine needing turnaround up strong.
Simply have an up strong that is mirrored. Now turnaround down strong on the other hand.
Damn, you got me.
Yeah.
I do use D-pad walk for the down strongs, yeah.
Yep. I like that. That's a good combo. That's cool.
Yeah.
No tech on the down air, but okay, yeah, that's kind of standard. Orcane really good at catching you with respawn invincibility. Respawn invincibility is pretty low key strong in like in Smash. It's always been strong, but this game has no ledge, so you can't even like go to ledge on their respawn invuln. Well,
kinda
as Crag, I can go to ledge. I can just walk over to respawn.
Damn, lucky you. Yeah, it's
No
it's hard.
resources.
You have to learn to be like conscientious of things like that. Very good belly flops.
Yep. Harder than looks to line those up. Though not excruciatingly hard. Because it is out for a while.
Yeah.
Somehow those bubbles didn't hit. Oh boy, Shook is just throwing moves out. Tries to do a shine up strong and does not quite hit the mark there. I think if you're not too confident in a shine up strong, especially if they're at a high percent where a shine can be DI'd out of, like, you should go for more back air strong. Shook had a good neutral, and then the opponent's at kill percent, and it just becomes like the Gorilla Show exhibit. Just constantly throwing out kill moves.
Ooh. Honestly, I thought Buck was just gonna like up B and hope that Chuck ran into it.
Finally gets the back air up strong, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost a kill off the top of that Orcane up there, but that game was on razor's edge.
Lots of close calls on both sides for sure. Kinda how it goes. Massive change of pace here, wow. Going to the Zetter stage now. Fire Capital. And yeah, I mean, I think it'll work out.
Big stage here. Gonna need to pull it up a reverse 3-0, so.
Yeah, I mean, again, a change of pace like this, I think it's just gonna be really beneficial for Buck.
I feel like Buck noticed how much Shook was just throwing out moves at the end. He was like, okay, if I have more space, maybe I can just out neutral him.
Yeah.
Take the set that way.
And like, I think Buck's, with the larger stage, Buck's gonna be able to hold on to his stocks a little bit better than Shook will. Down tilt, just having a really hard time finding that chunks a lot of the time. If the opponent doesn't just like go to plat, I'm not really sure how consistently Buck's able to like actually hit him.
Yeah, that's a fun confirm there. That Puddle Force Sprung's really the only move that reaches there. Orcane would have a hard time hitting the back air in that scenario.
For sure.
Just wasn't ready to follow up on that back air. That could have been a nasty combo.
Yeah, I think it's like... Yeah, I think there's just a little bit of like slowness in some of these combos that are kind of tricky.
Finally, significant lead for Buck here. A lot of droplet usage too. We haven't really seen that until now. I think the big stage is really helping out.
For sure. He's eating that up strong, but still over a full stock ahead and playing a character that, like, you know, is heavier, realistically speaking.
Orcane's heavy horizontally.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
But then, like, vertically, they should both be the same, so...
Yeah, same as Zetterburn.
Absolutely works out in Orcane's favor on a big stage like this.
Does mean Orcane's easier to combo horizontally as well, though.
Yeah, right.
But since they have the same weight, like internal weight stat, it does mean that they have the same hit stun frames. You know, they're the first two characters. That was before Dan that decided that weight was a thing to worry about in developing the game. Then Crag Raster's like, I want a heavy character, I want a light character. Boom, lock them in.
What?
What?
Are you telling me this game wasn't originally made with a weight stat?
I'm sure it was, but I mean, Dan didn't
okay.
want to experiment with like putting multiple on multiple characters because these first two have the same, because they have the same weight.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. I was gonna be like, what the hell?
Yeah, Buck's on the board though.
Buck is on the board. Very solid game again, just using that droplet, taking advantage of the space. He might not be able to do that going forward, but at least he has like a chance to move forward.
Shook getting abused a little on the recovery. Not really doing those crafty Zetter mix-ups we're used to. Just kind of wall jump, double jump, down B, hope for the best. Okay, so I am amazed this was not a banned stage. Knowing what we know from the set, I feel like you should have banned Treetop. The stage is very small. Yeah. Zetter's gonna do shines and aerials and dash attacks and all sorts of nasty stuff on you. That did 17.
Orcane's a weird one, so I don't really know if he has.
Is Orcane dead? Could have been. Good tech. Yeah, Nair not a great starter for Orcane off the parry. You're better starting with a tilt. Much more consistent knockback opportunities. Even on DI, you can follow it. Very good Nair, not so much.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe if you're like really good at Nair bounce stuff, that's like... But we haven't really seen any of that from Buck.
I think that was another shine up strong attempt, but it's just not. The move is just not coming out for Shook
Yeah.
in this set.
He's done it a few times, but I guess there's just some lack of consistency that's understandable for a...
No, floats by both players there.
Yeah.
Shook just not using the resources very well. He used air dodge for no reason down there. Like, did air dodge and then fell down to where he was before starting the air dodge.
Big up, Sean. I mean, once again, just kind of dead even. These two are really closely matched right now.
Yeah, Buck's kind of responded and started throwing out a lot of preemptive moves in return, kind of compensating for the small stage. A lot more dash attacks and less droplets than previously.
Right.
Pretty impressive adaptation, with the different stages. Oh, and a
Huge
great
catch.
catch up there.
Oh no.
Oh, fast fell that shine. Does make it out with the air dodge, and actually has a little bit of something here.
Yeah.
Really bad DI. If Zetterburn's charging it, you should have your DI in time. I'm not sure what Buck was expecting.
Yeah, no, maybe just not paying attention to the direction. Yes.
Great spacing actually, and able to punish the end like on that one.
Yeah. Wow, okay, that's gonna be
There
hidden.
you have it. Going to a game 5. I really thought the stage would work out for Shook, but Buck played completely differently than game 3.
Yeah.
Kind of seamless transition from the big stage to the small stage play style. Alright, I like this one as an adaptation. So Buck's proficient on stages of all shapes and sizes, so just go to this one for the recovery.
Yeah.
From fun.
Yeah, it's shuffle. Really good stage for both characters from what I understand.
Yeah, for Orcane it's mainly for the kill power, then the recovery aspect of this obviously much appreciated as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't like Gatling there. So that didn't work. That shine kind of sent him up. But Upstrong there actually was the wrong one, because that doesn't send him back off stage.
Not fair.
And it feels like Shook has a lot of great setups, man, but bad finishers.
Yeah.
Stuff like the forward strong instead of Upstrong is very strange.
You know, we honestly haven't seen a lot of uses in other, like, big companies. I think most of Shook's kills come from, like, down strong, up strong, and fair.
Yeah, it's really just been down strong, up strong.
That are definitely, and, like, we haven't seen fair this set. We saw a lot of fair versus, Relay, but not right now. Or, no, Brandon Dude, sorry.
Yeah, it totally was,
But, yeah, because, like, Zetter aerials are a serious killer. Okay, then. Game just staying pretty even, the first two.
Still a bit of a scary position for Buck to be in. This is getting close to their kill percent, actually.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
would have caught that on a charge, but it's hard to tell what to do in that situation.
It can be.
Oh, had the parry angle right, but not the timing. It feels like Shook is being betrayed by his execution a lot here. Has the right idea in a lot of scenarios, and it just doesn't pan out. Oh, that's a good one. The charge and everything. So stuff like that, ending successfully is what we need to see more of for Shook to really take the set home.
Yeah, like it happens sometimes. There are some instances where the execution is like really good, and others where he's trying for the big stuff and it's just barely not panning out. But it's kind of fighting him a lot. Just keep missing.
Just forward tilt in place 3 times in a row there. Outspaces the downstrong barely. Backwards down tilt, but we are back in it here. Full stock lead for Shook at this rate. Buster's not able to find the kill.
Yeah. Ooh,
You can really, once you notice that Shook doesn't waveland to recover it puts a lot more high stakes on the recovery. You know, everything becomes a lot harder than it needs to be without wavelands.
Yeah.
That one takes it. That's the set.
Yep. They're all Gatling. No fire or anything. And that's gonna be Shook's in Grand Finals winner's side. I think that might be a first for him.
Cool. Moving on to loser semis then.